The vision of the NYPD is said to be one that allows the officers to strive to fight crime in real time. Implementing newer technology and better database is a strategic that the NYPD is executing. The technology will diminish officers' dependence on paperwork and allow them to do what they do best, which is solving crimes and stopping criminals. Some statistics about these officers, it's pretty interesting here. Going back to what we learned in the history, started out with 1,200 officers. Now the force is well over 34,000. It's at 34,526 members for the NYPD police force. In 2010, there were 53% white officers and 47% minority officers. 22,199 officers on patrol, and you can also see some ethnic division breakdowns here as well. 53% minority, 47% non-Hispanic white officers. 5,177 detectives, 4,639 sergeants, 1,742 lieutenants, 432 captains, and 10 chiefs. So quite a large force there. And you can see this visual, which also illustrates what I just mentioned. So if you're more of a visual person, you can take a look at this nice illustration here representing department diversity. What are the requirements to become an officer in the NYPD? You must pass medical, psychological, and physical agility exams. There are also background and character investigations. You must be a U.S. citizen, at least 21 years old. There is a requirement for 60 college credits or 2 years military experience. No felony convictions, and you must possess a valid driver's license, and you also need to be a resident of specified counties in New York City. There are a lot of benefits to being an NYPD officer. Certainly benefits include, serving and protecting the people, but we also want to look at some other benefits like the salary. Starting salary, $34,970, 20 paid vacation days, 27 paid vacation days after 5 years. There's an unlimited amount of sick leave with full pay. There's an annuity fund. You can retire at 20 years and draw at least half your salary. And you also have your choice of medical and dental plans. So there are quite a few benefits for NYPD employees. A little bit here about the organizational structure of the NYPD. It starts at the top with the mayor, Michael Bloomberg, you see here in the top left. And the mayor appoints the commissioner, the police commissioner. At present, that police commissioner is Raymond Kelly, who you see there in the middle. The first deputy commissioner, Rafael Pinheiro, you see down at the bottom. And there are also many other high-ranking officials in the NYPD. I certainly won't read you the list, but just a few names to point out here. We now have a counterterrorism official, and that's a position we certainly have not had in the past. We have Department Advocate's Office, there to help the officers out in times of need. There's Labor Relations, Labor Council officers, and these are folks that we haven't had in positions in the past, but as times change, we certainly see the organizational structure of the department change as well. A little bit more about the organizational structure. The chief of the department is pictured here on the left, Joseph Esposito, and again on the right you see some other notable names. And this just illustrates how diversified the department is. We have everything from transit, the head of transit to the head of housing and transportation, and so on. Those are some areas you might not think about when you think about organization in a police department, but they're certainly necessary and they do exist.